Hello, everyone. Sorry, I was looking at pictures of Dustin to see if there was anything I could do with that quickly and stopped watching the countdown. Yes! Myth, you're so right. A Dustin that goes like the DVD logo up and down that hits the edges. Oh, beautiful. Though I do have a secondary, maybe better idea about that may be more universal. What if I made a rotating executive producer or something of the sort so that I could use it for all streams? Hello, everyone. Welcome in. We are going back to Scarlet Hollow today, everybody. Speaking of the executive producer, he's currently weaving between my feet. Yes? You want up? Oh, he's so sad and meowy. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I've got a couple of ideas that I need to talk to somebody about with regards to the executive producer. Um, it is a shame there are no possum emojis. Wonder if I certainly don't have anyone off the top of my head who has them. Yes, hello. You want? He comes up, puts his hand on my arm, meows at me. I reach down to pick him up. He turns and runs away. Motherfucker, what do you want? Get out of here. Yeah, we're going back to Scarlet Hollow today. Last time we attempted to track down Stella. We were unable to find her. We found the dog posse that was running around town keeping things safe. We found oh, there he is. There he is. Hi. We found the dog posse that was going around making the town safe. We found Stella's house, which was normal and seemed not broken into or anything. Nothing suspicious was going on there. We saw the mine workers striking in the diner, though I wonder if you can find Stella on the day. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been the closest with Stella, though I haven't been like particularly unfriendly towards her either. She's just been sort of a casual friend, so who knows. But we didn't find her there. We brought Pixel the cat back to Rosalina and Oscar. We visited Pastor Daniel and found out that Pastor Daniel can also talk to dogs. So of all people in the world, we share a gift with him. We then went back to the general store, and Kanika parted ways with us there, going to rest at her mother's request. Her mother then went and did a tea reading ceremony with us, which was very ominous and, to me personally, very suspicious, the way she seemed to be kind of leading that whole situation. I wasn't a fan of it. So that makes me a little suspect. But after all of that, we felt the inexorable pull back to the clinic to try and find the carving we suspect that's in there somewhere. We talked to a raccoon who taught us how to break in. Oh, we're also all on Wayne Watch 2026. Keep an eye out for Wayne's. He's been spotted lurking at least twice in the background while not being engaged with. Just be on the lookout for Waynes. And yeah, with that, we walked in, broke in, headed down to the morgue, and found this sad, wet goth asleep on a table. We woke him up, and here we are. Reese is lounging in the morgue Byronically and Byronically. Yeah, no, he's so Byronic, dude. This man is painfully Byronic.
Ark, what are you doing in the morgue?
Vampire! Oh my god, you died and she sent you back to life. Alright, let's start with the most basic one. You haven't seen Stella around, have you? She's been missing since last night.
I haven't. Did you think you'd find her in the morgue?
His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pull. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms.
Hey, are you okay?
You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you.
You kind of look possessed for a second there. You good?
Make him understand. Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way. Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way. Why wall? Let me inside. Why wall? No, I have to. What? Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way. Reese glances back at the wall. Are you trying to get at something behind the wall?
It kind of has a bad vibe, doesn't it? Huh. This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the doc out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds.
Get the doc out of our hair?
Yeah. If I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time it's true anyway.
Use what you got to get what you need. No shame in that.
Exactly.
Yes, please. Axe now.
Wow, you are super desperate about this wall.
What is it, boy? Little Timmy trap behind the wall?
I'll be right back.
He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. We stammered like a madman, and Reese suggested hacking at the wall with an axe. What is wrong with him, and can we hang out more often? Right?
Hey, Mom.
He coughs gently.
Reese, I didn't know you were awake.
I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try and keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though.
Really? Elfie! Welcome in! Why isn't my chat box working? Hello! How are you doing? Were you doing the new No Man's Sky, expedition? Raid and run? Oh, your ride is here? Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you for bringing your community here to me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Hello, everybody. We are playing Scarlet Hollow here today. We're a little bit deep into it. We're on episode 4. This is our 6th play session of it. So it may be a little confusing if you're coming in fully blind, but hello and welcome in, everybody. I'm Archaic Prospect. I'm being beset by a cat right now. Chatbot got bored to death and fell asleep. Oh, no. Oh, no. But yeah, I am Archaic Prospect. I like doing narrating various video games, oh my god, Annie Dana, you're gonna fucking kill me. I've got moaning, chanting in the background. I'm beset by a cat. I am trying to deal with a broken chat box. He's doing this. Look at him down there. Buddy. Come on, man. Come here, buddy. There he is. Our boy, our executive producer, our little man. He's a chicken treat enjoyer himself, personally, but got censored for mistyping executive. Oh, God. Okay. Refresh cache of current page. Will that do it? Hello. Okay. Anyway. Hey, cool. We see it. That actually did do it. Beautiful. Anyway. Welcome in, community of Elfie. We love all of y'all here. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for sticking in. Yeah, we do narrative games here. If you ever want to catch up and check the VOD or anything like that, I have a link down to my YouTube. I try to update and upload the day of, so if you ever want to catch up and hang out, I try to make it as accessible as I can. Right now, yes, we are going to try to chop down some drywall with an axe, as we are currently being possessed by our stone carving that I believe is behind it. Our very goth friend is super chill with all of this and is lying to his mom to get her out of the house so that he can steal a fire axe and we can tear down this wall in the morgue. So let's get to some crimes, gamers. Really? I thought I'd just picked some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale, too.
That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy.
It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back.
Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy.
You hear her footsteps move down the hall and then the front door opening and closing.
It worked.
The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place.
Come on up. We don't have long until she's back.
As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it.
It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first.
You make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office.
I don't see an axe in here.
He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records, with your family's name on them. Pick up the documents to read later. You scoop up the folder, tucking the documents in for later perusal. Reese watches you with curiosity.
Stealing medical documents?
If my family is going to keep secrets from me, I'd better learn what I can.
Totally. Steal anything you need to. You've got a mystery to solve. I'm not going to stand in your way.
Reese, you're a fucking real one, dude. Reese, you are my guy.
Let's check the medical supply room next. I can imagine a room full of chemicals being a place someone might want to keep an axe. Better be careful stealing stuff in there, though. That might really get you into trouble.
You turn around and leave the office. It's time to move on.
Come on. Let's keep looking. There it is. Looks like it needs a key, though. We'd better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we've had the chance to use it. There must be a key in here somewhere.
Brother, I got street smarts. He stops as if listening to something that you can't hear.
Shit. She's back already.
As if on cue, you hear the front door to the clinic open and close, the creak of its antique hinges echoing down the hallway. Footsteps start down the hall.
She's headed this way. Quick, we gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here.
He opens the closet door and hurriedly motions you inside. You slip past him, scrunching into the small space as best you can. He attempts to slide in after you. Let him in. You make space and he slips in next to you, closing the door just enough so that you both can still monitor the entrance to the supply room. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. And then she hurries back out, bag rustling as she makes her way back down the hallway.
We better wait just a second, just in case.
Quietly wait for the danger to pass. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed into the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear you breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. His head swivels suddenly.
That was the door to the house. We're in the clear. Let's go.
The two of you spill out of the closet. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out drawers, scanning them for keys. Let Reese handle it. No flirting with the Byronic man. I didn't think tense in the closet waiting for active danger to pass was the right time. That's not my style, personally. It's not that I'm opposed to the concept with it. I'm single-minded focused right now in why wall? Scoop. Why wall? Why wall in way? You watch as he rifles through drawers, content to let him figure it out. Soon there's a jingling of keys and he turns to you victorious.
There we go. They're even color-coded. She made this too easy.
Reese pauses to look at the plant on the table.
It was weird of her to drop that off, right? Why would she put some alien-looking fruit in the supply room? She's not a pharmacist. She's not supposed to make her own medicine. This room is for storing stuff she orders from an actual pharmacist. And I doubt it's decorative.
Maybe there's some information on it somewhere in here.
Yeah, maybe.
But before you get the chance to look, Reese jerks his head towards the door.
Shit, that was the door from the house. We gotta run. Grab the axe and go.
You grab the axe and follow Reese's instructions, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Because she's totally poisoning him. Yeah, it looks that way, huh? Reese, that was a banana. I need you to tell me that you've seen bananas before, Reese. What do you mean alien looking? Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest.
Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I've got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music.
I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time?
Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent-lit room below.
Hey.
Well, now, yes? You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down?
Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's the exact cover we need.
Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. Let's do this.
Have at it.
You approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall.
Mom, don't worry. I'm gonna draw in so many Tumblr girls from my personal army. They'll keep me safe. They're like a swarm of locusts, Mom.
The first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There is some structure behind it, some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. The bone-stealing witches are going to be crawling all over this guy for sure.
Holy shit.
The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Secret tunnel through the morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall.
There's a whole hallway back there.
Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward, and you climb into the hole. It was made for me.
This is wild. I had no idea any of this was down here. An entire hospital wing? Rotting away for some decades behind some flimsy drywall?
His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it.
Oh look, the hallway connects to my bedroom. We didn't have to chop down this wall after all. Whoa, are you okay?
You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it.
Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They say there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I going to do?
Calm down, Teddy. Those doctors don't know what they're talking about.
I've been doing my own research, and I've found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out. I promise. I went to talk to the witch.
Witch? But that's nonsense.
It's all right. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Everything goes black.
Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity.
Hey! I was worried you'd slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay?
Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here?
No. I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room.
Not your granny. Oh, Sybil. Yeah, Sybil's the witch, right? Or a witch. Maybe Sybil's progenitor.
Figured you wouldn't want to come into the morgue. Come to in the morgue.
Yeah, Sybil or her mom. That's my thought, too. Or... I don't know how far back it goes. I don't know exactly the generational gaps. But that... Because she said our families both go way back, right? So she's the fucking witch line, and we're the Scarlet line. Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts?
No. Nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. It wasn't hard.
It wasn't? Carrying a person with your build wasn't hard. Speak on that, Reese.
I still have those documents I swiped, right? Yeah, you should still have them on you.
Sure enough, you pull out the file containing medical documents about your family. Perline's death certificate. Cause of death, sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Edwardine's death certificate. Edwardine Scarlet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Pegasus. He's strong. Sybil is 4 Dustins in it. Sybil doesn't want to bite, but Sybil will bite. Edwardine Scarlet, born April 9th, 1913. Died February 12th. Aged 2003. Aged 89. Cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Pearl Scarlet. There's a Booksmart option was you literally don't have the muscle mass to carry a grown human that far. Yeah, it seems suspect, doesn't it? Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90. Died of a normal old person illness. Enoch's death certificate. Enoch Scarlet. Born September 9th, 1887. Died August 20th, 1957. Aged 69. Cause of death, fall from cliff. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organs sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Other death certificates. You quickly flip through a few of the other Scarlets whose names aren't quite familiar. Theodore Scarlet, born May 24th, 1890, died 1918, age 28. Cause of death, crushed in mine collapse, body not recovered. Signed by his brother, Enoch Scarlet. Death not so nice. Theodore, so that's Teddy. That was the guy whose legs got crushed. Interesting. Signed by his brother, Enoch Scarlet. Joseph Scarlet, born April 19th, died June 7th, 1944. Louis Scarlet, born 1920, died June 6th, 1944. They died one day apart. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. Those must have been Edwardines' brothers. But he didn't die in that collapse, according to the vision. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. What order did that happen in, I wonder? So it must be, yeah, his legs got crushed, and then he was reported dead. Real missing. Okay. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlett, delivered April 3rd, 1945, stillbirth. Mother, Edwardine Scarlett. Cause of death, complications during birth, no doctor present, home burial. There was no doctor present at the birth and a home burial. There's some information missing there. Alexandra Scarlett, born December 12th, 1947, died August 20th, 1947, age 9, missing, presumed dead, signed by mother, Edwardine Scarlett. Alexandra, the owner of the doll. So she went missing. Mary Bell Scarlett, born September 3rd, 1946, died October 30th, 1963, aged 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth. Signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlett. I had a vision.
Like a hallucination?
Scarlets die young, except for the ones that die real old.
I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things like my hands would look wrong or my neck would seem too long and the room would feel smaller.
I think these are visions of things that actually happened.
Whoa. I wonder if you'd see anything else if you went back in there. Or if there are more around town. Maybe if you collect them all, you'll finally unravel whatever the big mystery is. Seems fun.
I should probably get going. Stella's still missing, and the stone here finally stopped yelling at me.
That might be a little tricky. The dock is on the warpath up there. I refused to take my, medicine. And she's not happy about it. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out.
You blocked your door?
It was just a precaution. I don't think I can underestimate her at this point. For the first time in a while, I don't feel like roadkill. And I'd rather keep it that way.
Yeah, Scoop, she's poisoning the shit out of him.
I don't need her coming down here and forcing any medicine on me and doing God knows what to keep you quiet. What to you to keep you quiet?
Makes sense. Good. Gives us time to figure out a game plan.
Exactly. I think we should treat her like a legitimate threat. I have these weird memories. I always thought they were dreams or hallucinations because they didn't fit the way I thought of her, but...
Imagine the warpath when she sees the morgue, right?
I think she's used tranquilizers on me. Other times, or that I've gotten too unruly for her. I don't know how much of those memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the lengths she's willing to go to keep me under her control. We'll wait until she's asleep. Then we can at least get out of the basement and we can figure out what to do from there.
Why didn't you take your medicine exactly?
Because it makes me feel like shit. I was fine yesterday until the doc made me take my pills, and I was fine all day today. What's the harm in going a day without it, right?
Does mom treat him like a Victorian lady with hysteria? No, I think that he's a werewolf that mom is poisoning to keep him from transforming and killing her. Or some shit. Probably not as simple as werewolf, but it's given me poisoned lycanthrope. Coin flip between that and her being the only one who knows he's about to transform into a creature and stop the creaturing. Yeah.
And now that I'm not taking it, it's like all these weird little memories have come rushing back. Bad memories. I don't think the doc's a good person. I don't think she wants me to be healthy. I don't think she wants me to see people. And now that I'm waking up to the truth, I don't think there's any going back for either of us.
Let's find a distraction until it's safe to leave.
A distraction seems like a good idea.
As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. You could always draw me.
What if your mom doesn't fall asleep?
You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she forfeited that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror of the rest of my life. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it was yet another way to keep me boxed in.
I'm getting a lot of impulses from chat that we want to flirt with this Byronic lad.
But we can try to break them anyway.
So I think you could always draw me.
If you're okay with sitting for a portrait, I'd love to draw you. There's a quality to drawing that's almost like catching memories. As sappy as that probably sounds. But this can be a sort of snapshot of the night my life turned around.
Ava, I have registered your dissent.
It's definitely a memory worth holding on to. I'll get you a chair.
He excitedly hurries across the room, pulling up a couple of chairs. You can see the difference in his energy now that he hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's more talkative, less slouched, his long limbs no longer perpetually tucked in at his sides.
May I touch your face?
Sure. You blush. He places a gentle hand on your jaw, tilting your head slightly to the side. His fingertips are warm on your cheek, the sensation of their light touch lingering on your skin as he pulls away.
Perfect.
He pauses for a moment, eyes locking with yours, a palpable tension filling the room. Let him start drawing.
Thanks for doing this. You have no idea how long it's been since I was able to have somebody sit for me. I think it's been since high school, probably.
He starts sketching. The scraping of the graphite is quick and controlled. long lines sweeping across the paper. Another Booksmart fact, and you forgot exactly what she's been dosing him with. Is it fucking Wolfsbane? Is it fucking Wolfsbane? Warm fingers, not a vampire. Got him. Why can't we flirt with a non-Tumblr boy? I'm trying to think of what other boys that we've been able to flirt with so far, and I think it's Wayne? Oh, it's fucking Ryson? Holy shit! He starts sketching. The scraping of the graphite is quick and controlled, long lines sweeping across the paper. He pauses for a brief moment. We can flirt with all kinds of people. I've just been really good at dodging flirt options. Yo, let's go. Oh yeah, I guess we could have flirted with Oscar too, I think. I wonder if you could flirt with the creepy pastor. God, I hope not. He pauses for a brief moment, glancing away in thought.
I wanted to draw you since we met yesterday. You have such striking bone structure. It makes for a truly unique face. I hope I can capture it.
He glances up at you every couple of seconds, the pencil still moving as he focuses his intense gaze on you.
This is so much easier than usual. Sometimes getting the basic forms down can feel like pushing through the mud, but this is like breathing. It's just flowing out.
If I wanted to date a creepy pastor, I'd play Dream Daddy. Creepy pastor has a wife, so I think he's off limits. I would hope so. Stuck in the basement with barricaded door and shatterproof windows with whatever the fuck this dude's gonna transform into, with his focus fixated solely on me. Is the creepy pastor's wife single? Lots of nice lady options in this game. Yeah, I know I've dodged a couple of flirt options on Stella, because I've been really enjoying the platonic relationship with Stella. And I think I skipped one option on Kanika once. Kanika is rad. Like, I do like Kanika a lot. I'm going with what feels right in the moment, and I had a lot of chat screaming at me to flirt with the Byronic boy. So, I am a slave to the whims of chat. Oh, that's right. I did skip a flirt on Reese's mom, because that was I wasn't chill with that. Because I think there was one, like, where I could do it when she was jogging, and then I think there was one I could do it, like, in front of her fucking son, and that was so weird.
This is so much easier than usual.
Oh, I did this one, yeah. He continues scratching out your portrait, the sound of pencil on paper louder and bolder as his strokes gain confidence.
I just can't believe I let this go on for so long, that I never questioned her. I let her completely isolate me. But I'm fine right now. I'm more than fine. I feel great. It's almost like I'm not actually sick.
I support your respect to majority rule, but note that I, Ava, am shaming chat. And I respect your capacity to shame chat. 2 different paths to get Reese to call you daddy. God damn it, dude. You realize it isn't confidence that's deepening the lines on the paper. It's anger, frustration. Get angry. Yes, give in to your hate. Hey, focus on the moment. The future is the future. The past is the past. Just exist with me, here and now.
I don't think I can. Not while I'm still down here. I think it might be a mistake to wait her out. She could be up there right now, planning something. I don't know. The pencil snaps. Oh. No. I'm sorry. I must be acting strange. I feel strange. Do my nails look longer to you? There's a knock on the window. Hark. Don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. Wayne spotted! I found him! I found him! Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. You're being weird, man. I know! But I'm leaning into it. My instincts are telling me what to do now, and what I should do is stop cowering in this basement and put a stop to the people who want to hurt me and the people who want to hurt you. I'm not weak anymore. I can protect both of us, Ark. The window shatters. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand. I'll pull you out. Leave us alone! I gotta run and I hate that. I'll catch up. Have fun, Scoop. Bye. Hey! You're a ghoul. I don't like what's happening in this dancery. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it. We aren't safe. But I feel strong. I think I can save us. Stay here. I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the doc. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his creations. You're not sure who to help. Best to follow Reese and see how things play out. Should we just wait? Or should we follow him? Yeah, the far cry option. Do we just sit here? I'm gonna follow him. Best to follow Reese and see how things play out. You make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday.
all intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. You grasp at the handle and turn. Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows and levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but some kind of tranquilizer gun. Duck! Duck. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls the tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're going to have to try harder than that, you...
No. How did you...
As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between cracks in the wood. Reese's panic pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. This is getting chaotic. Do we go after Kelly? Or do we run into a nearby room? We're not going after Kelly. You rush out of the main entryway, taking cover in the first room you see. A few seconds pass. Wayne's reality follows slasher movie rules. He can bring his life to art as an army. This is incredibly cool. Things are quiet. Hey! Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, Ark. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. Remain silent. You're in the medical storage room, right? I need you to use the black-taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't gonna cut it anymore.
An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. Ark, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not gonna hurt anyone else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's gonna shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in that basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now, better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she finally has to pay for what she's taken from me.
I don't know if you should do a murder, Reese. Demo Love, thank you for the follow. Reese, what are we doing, bud? Wayne, help! Wayne! Oh, okay, here's the thing. He does have a point. Amazing narration, thank you. Buddy. He has a point, Doc. You can't be serious! Look at him! He's dangerous! He's going to kill me!
You're one to talk, Doc. How can we know there isn't anyone else whose treatment you've taken into your own hands? You've done it once. What's to stop you from lying to someone else, stepping in to treat them as you see fit, regardless of what they want for themselves? I thought I was going to die every day. Do you have any idea what it's like to give in to your own mortality like that? It wasn't living, that's for sure. It wasn't even surviving. It was just enough.
Reese cries out in pain.
Oh, what the hell did you do to my shoulder?
I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. Wayne spotted! The two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. You do as she says. Tranquilizers are easy to find. Marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's clearly an organized woman. Head for the safe room. You make her way out of the medical storage room and back to the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. Wayne fucking rules, but he's also horrifying. But also our boy! But also our boy is not okay! As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint, sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep it open for long! You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. Let's talk, Reese. Yeah. I bet you have some questions. Go ahead. I have nothing left to hide. What is he? At first, I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him. And you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him when he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out. So, I guess that'll just have to remain a mystery. How did he not know what he was? I wish there was a flirt option for his mom here for sheer comedic value. Absolutely, Schmuck. Absolutely. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes and then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. We had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed, right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now. Just a couple of inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. But the second time it wasn't as subtle and it didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4 depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different.
and I just make sure to stay at the top of his dosages so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now, so there's only so much I can do to control him.
Was his dad similar?
A strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes.
Oh, were Rosemary's babying it?
Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. But then all of a sudden my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad. But every now and then when we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. That doesn't mean he's dangerous. I mean, you are the biggest threat to him. Don't preach to me. Sure, right now I'm the focus of his ire, but who's to say he's... God damn it. But who's to say he's not just going to find a new target once I'm out of the picture? I know what he's capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody.
The relationship between you seems so difficult.
Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready. But he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was going to be sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up and they change. Sometimes for the worst. This is part of being a mom, too. Doing what you can to make sure that the child you brought into the world isn't going to go around eating people.
What is this room?
Old X-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with the special remote-controlled locks. Glad it finally could come in handy.
What's the game plan, both short-term and long-term?
This is sounding like it could be prevented by teaching him anger management techniques instead of elephant tranquilizers and poison. Right? It feels like maybe you could fucking communicate.
Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, and then I lock him in here, and then somehow I convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after.
So, you're just gonna lock him away again?
Yeah, it's either that or he dies. God knows I don't want to be that to be the case. But you gotta work with what you've been given. And what I've been given is an ethical dilemma with no good outcomes. Just have to decide which is the lesser evil.
While we're at it, any other secrets you're keeping?
You have it all.
She is in a bad situation. She is in a bad situation. Don't get me wrong. There are better ways than poisoning your son. There are better ways than poison. I think. I don't think poison is the answer.
You have no idea how relieved I finally am to say all this shit out loud.
Oh, it's the pastor, isn't it? Never mind. Yeah, it probably is Pastor Daniel, isn't it?
Scraps.
sit in silence and wait for Reese. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you.
I am going to use this to take our midpoint ad break. Use this to grab a drink. Use the restroom. Do whatever you got to do. We will figure out what happens with Reese as we get back in 3 minutes. See you soon. Hi, bud. Oh, who could have given her... Yeah. You know who it definitely isn't? That suspicious Sybil, that is. Couldn't be. It was Stella! Yeah, Sybil sure is pivoting into being incredibly suspicious at every turn. Not a fan. Here's the thing about this. Kind of on Reese's side. Let him be a ghoul. Yeah, give him some fucking Valium instead of ricin. Yeah, hit me with a book smart. Oh, can you register the plants that she has? Yeah. Okay. Booksmart seems to be... I feel like you would get a tremendous amount of information if you combine Booksmart and Talk to Dogs. I feel like that combo is the combo that you do if you want to know everything. Possibly Booksmart and Mystic, but I like Talk to Dogs more. I don't know how much content Mystic gives. I can see that being another one that would give you a lot, though. Okie dokie, everybody. We are back. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. Booksmarts lets you sort through Stella's computer mess and find blueprints of the mine and a secret entrance to bypass the picket line. Ooh, that's interesting. Street Smart has given me a lot of fun bypasses as well, of just being like, man, what the fuck am I gonna do? Common sense. All right. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. Shit. This might be game time. Get those tranks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Oh, you're getting bigger, Chief.
Is this what you were so afraid of?
Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Gang. Gang. What do we think? I don't think we give her the darts. But I don't want him to kill her. I'm scared in the club. Reese, you're scaring the hose. Where's the option to jab a dart into her, right? Ooh, no, hang on. I can. I'm doing a pull. Yeah, can I trank myself? I'm trusting chat. We'll figure this one out later. Come on, chat. You have a chance to influence things. Oh my god, if this ends even, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, someone snaked it. You take a cautious step back from the doorway. You've convinced yourself he's evil. You'll never give him a chance to just exist. Stop messing around and hand them over now! Reese pushes his now massive form into the safe room, staring down at his mother. Reese, I'm so sorry. I mean, I stand by my choices. Reese. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Sorry. You had to see that.
Matricide! Dialogue options marked romance will start a romantic arc with the character you're talking to and will lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. Welcome to the Dead Moms Club. Here's all the content warnings. What happened to Wayne? Or do we just romance? Is this really the time for romance? I don't think so. He just ate his fucking mom.
What happened to Wayne? Wayne? Oh. I pushed him out a window. Be careful around him. Messed up my shoulder somehow. Still isn't working right. He's evil. Really evil. He hates me. I could feel it.
Was he familiar to you?
I'm not sure. I thought...
Apparently the game thinks this can pan out.
I thought there was something in his voice that sounded like someone I know. Someone who isn't real.
I don't think I have anything to say here, man. You say nothing. He stares up at you from his inhuman face, still dripping with viscera. Reese gets up and stumbles out of the clinic, his footsteps getting faster and faster as he runs off into his new life. Shell-shocked, you stumble out of the clinic and into the night air. The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream, and now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. It's time to go home.
It seemed quick. Yay! It didn't end great.
It's time to go home. But before you can get far, you're interrupted by the sound of panting and the telltale jingling of dog tags. It's the militia. They've poured out of the woods to stand before you on the road.
You were looking for Gretchen, weren't you? We found her.
We found her in her person. They're by the side of the road a little ways through the woods.
Matricide is a deal breaker for most. Gotta say, it's not my speed. Yeah, the murder really did push the romance thing a bit out the window. But, well,
They're both fine. But the human wouldn't leave when we tried to make her, and Gretchen insisted on sticking by her side, so we'll have to take you to them.
Hopefully you can use your people words to get them to go someplace safe. The woods are crawling with those awful creatures. It's not safe anymore, even for a human.
You are very good dogs. Lead the way.
Yes, we are good dogs. Hear that, Scraps?
I'm not in it for the accolades, Daisy. I just do it to help those who need it.
silver lining. Dog gang.
You let the dogs lead you into the wilderness, following on their heels as they take you to Stella's hideaway. Before long, the trees thin, and you find yourself on a steep hill by a 2-lane road, lined on one side by sheer rock.
If you want to have fun Reese-mancing, you need Powmith's secret third option. Yeah. It seems like a pretty doomed one, otherwise.
And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella.
And there they are.
Keep them safe.
Be seeing you, Speaker.
Scraps for next dog mare.
You sit on the log beside Stella, Ark? How did you...
She looks over her shoulder in confusion.
Is that a gang of dogs? I'm so glad my compatriots could be of service. I simply couldn't survive another night without my nice soft bed.
Scraps and Daisy formed a militia. It's a long story, but they helped me find you.
Huh. Neat.
What is this place, Stella?
Why are you here?
Stella faces you for a moment. Desperate eyes trying to force out words a part of her thought she would never have to say out loud. Is that the one where you can talk it out if they both find you hot enough? And then she turns back to the road.
This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend in the road. They were taking me to college. I was lying in the back seat. It had just rained, and the sun was finally coming out.
Hi, Bridge. Welcome in. Things have gone really bad. Things have gone really, really, really bad today.
Oh, they got hereditaried. Sorry. I know this is probably a bummer to talk about. It was awful. Really messed me up for a while. I think I'm still messed up. There's whole years of my life after the accident that feel like they never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while. Thank God. I've never talked about this stuff before. With anyone.
Take her hand. You reach out to her, taking her hand. It's warm against the cool night air. The skin of her knuckles is soft. She finally tears her gaze from the road, her sad eyes meeting yours. But the hint of a smile creeps up the corners of her mouth. Her dimple is beginning to crease. Her hand shifts, her callous palm fitting into yours, her grip tightening. It's strong and comforting. You can tell she feels held. And so do you. The two of you stare out at the road.
I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then, last night happened, and I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again, or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming.
We could always wait just a little longer. Stella nestles into you, her well-muscled shoulder relaxing against your body. You share each other's warmth as you both stare out into the quiet mountain road. Gretchen pants lazily in Stella's lap. Nothing happens. Nothing continues to happen for a few long minutes. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's not like I would want to see them like that anyway. I guess I came out here hoping I might get a chance to say goodbye or something like that. Since I didn't get a chance when they were alive. Just because they weren't there doesn't mean they don't love you, wherever they are. That's a nice thought. Ark, you know what would be helping get my mind off this? Let's go for that movie night at Reese's house. Yeah, let's not, actually. That's a nice thought. I've thought a lot about what might come after. Whether they're somewhere else, or if they just stopped existing. I guess we've seen at least some evidence of the afterlife. I hope that means there's a good version, too. Where they're still on that long car ride, listening to Dad's tapes, with a place in the back seat for me when I eventually catch up to them. And then it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye.
You could always say goodbye now.
Stella sits in silence for a long moment. Her breaths slow and even. Goodbye. I love you. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. She's silent again, as if waiting for a response. But it never comes. But she smiles, a lively glimmer returning to her sad eyes. That kind of felt better. I don't think I realized how much I kind of trapped myself in my own head. Thank you for breaking me out of it. She straightens up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, tags jingling in the quiet night air. I know that, Stretch. That's the time to go home, Stretch. Thank the Lord. I'll be sleeping in my own bed tonight. Thank you, Ark, for talking sense into this girl. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day.
Wait. Before we go, I should tell you about what happened today.
Oh?
You relay the events of the evening as best you can. Saying it out loud somehow makes it feel less real. Like you're sharing the plot of a horror movie, not something that actually happened to you.
Oh. My God. Dr. Kelly? She's just gone? And he's out there somewhere being all monstery? This is a lot to take in. I've known that guy for pretty much my whole life, and I had no idea. I think he actually killed someone. Jesus. You know, I think processing just the one traumatic event is enough for the day. This new one's going right into the void. At least until we get to the end of the week. Let's get out of here. I don't suppose I could ask you to walk me home?
Of course. Lead the way.
She smiles. She scoops Gretchen up under her arms, and the three of you make your way back down the mountainside, returning to the sleeping holler below. And this is me. Do you want to come in? Romance, 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 romance. I love the exploration of I don't know what bisexuality is. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it.
I should really head back to the estate. Tabitha's probably worried about me. Stella's expression sinks a little, though she tries to hide it.
Oh. Yeah, she probably is. I shouldn't have kept you out so late. I'm sorry. Hopefully she doesn't give you an earful because of me. I better get to bed. See you tomorrow. Thanks again for coming out there to find me. I didn't realize how much I needed to just talk to somebody. See you tomorrow.
She gives you a tired wave before retreating into her house.
Time for you to get home, too.
He appears as if out of...
Hey, found him. Wayne spotted.
He appears as if out of nowhere. His clothes streaked with what first looks like blood and gore, but you quickly realize is paint, evidence of his altercation with Reese.
I'll walk you.
No way, dude. I'm walking home by myself. You start walking up the road, Wayne's silhouette quickly fading into the dark of the night. But it's not long before you hear the slow, methodical thud of boots on the road behind you. Turn around and confront him. You turn to confront your pursuer. Why are you so obsessed with me?
I care about what happens to you. You can think of me as some kind of guardian angel, if that would be helpful. But it's time you accepted that you won't be getting rid of me.
Wayne walks just ahead of you in near complete silence. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha?
Because you're special.
But why? Why am I so special?
You simply are. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They are unbreakable.
Did you know Reese was like that?
I knew he was different. How exactly? I wasn't sure. But now, I know.
Time for gaming night with your homies. Don't eat any more moms while you're gone. Thanks for dropping by, Ava. It was a real fucking nightmare. Thanks for suffering with us.
But now I know. I should be able to make quick work of him next time.
He's just misunderstood.
He's not complex enough to be misunderstood. He's a miserable, walking weapon that spends all his time feeling sorry for himself.
I was right the entire time. Never forget. When you're right, Ava, you're right. He was a red flag.
It would be best for the world if he were put down.
I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me?
You were free to make your own decisions, and those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you, and now that it's started, I know that you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must.
Flirt with Wayne.
I don't need you looking after me all this time.
Evidence would suggest otherwise. Whether you think you need protecting or not, I'll be there for you. I will always be there for you. You don't need to keep coming up with new topics of conversation to fill the silence. You're tired. It's been a long night. You should rest.
Wayne remains silent for the rest of the journey back to the estate.
I'm sure we'll see each other again tomorrow. You should try and spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. And you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well.
He disappears into the underbrush. The estate feels empty, wind howling through its abandoned halls to the very foundations creaking beneath you. Your cousin must have already gone to bed. Wayne wants us to find his desecrated corpse. Wayne will be there for you.
No polling chat about flirting with the corpse man, I see, lol. Listen. One of them felt right. One of them felt bad. Wayne's creeping me out. Wayne's scaring the hoes. I'm not ruling the possibility out yet. I haven't locked myself into any romances. Even Reese. We gotta keep the field open.
Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost a welcoming sign that the now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, out in the woods somewhere, blood-stained and free. And then you think of nothing.
Secret poly option in chapter 6. Yeah!
This is the end of episode 4. Episode 5 finally awaits.
Playing the field, exactly. I'm playing both sides. That way I always come out on top.
If you'd like to continue with this world state, please save your game now. Always. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 5? If this is your first time playing episode 5, it is recommended that you watch the recap. Arc Wayne and the Witch. Yes, please give me a full recap. For those who haven't been here or haven't seen the whole thing, we're just doing the recap yet again. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to the family's humble estate.
Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Afraid!
So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing?
You'll eat those words when I come around carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn.
A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth?
The manor does give major Darkest Dungeon vibes.
Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Bertie with the oddly jointed limbs. While Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching the other creature attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands.
Fuck! My hero!
You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural.
Ark, Wayne, Reese, and the ghost that takes years off of our life. Perfect. Also, one of the stone carvings, for good measure. It's the rock that holds the polycule together, you see.
But then there's the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what do we do?
Welcome home.
I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh good, he's still here.
But listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems.
Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door.
Sunset.
Before you get the chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. My name is Sybil. I'm a family friend. Just thought I should stop by to check in on you.
You and the old hippie make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse before pouring you steaming tea from her thermos.
Just don't make yourself a burden, all right? I have a lot to do today.
Oh, we talk about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fellow, wasn't it?
Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talked. Got it? I don't want to disappear, too. I am the only person in town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go someplace else before...
Tabitha once again trails off before both she and Stella have noticed the girl with the dark braid and glasses sneaking along a ridge.
It's Rosalina. She's headed up the hill.
She went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation?
My dad says our house is haunted.
But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator.
Where do you think you're going? Get away from there!
Your cousin drives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber.
Ark, are you all right?
You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down.
Holy shit, you're okay. Thank God. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Pekka, shut up!
Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. There are two of them now. What happened to your glass house?
Asshole squatter moved in. Kick Dustin Mom out.
As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot.
Oh, Ark, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and now I heard about it again, and I wanted to say I'm so sorry that you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everybody getting out of that situation all right.
Morning. Is the new blend ready?
Of course. If you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a moment.
Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Ark, aren't you? My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Pleasure to meet you. Miss Forsyth called me on the phone and told me you saw what happened to my daddy.
I thought you weren't going to show. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss, and the other guys are all riled up. They're talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they'd think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me. Especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just ask.
Tabitha stops in front of a small house on a quiet hill just off of Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know. Your cousin pulls a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. Yep, he's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy.
Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Ark. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open.
The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all of his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator.
Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much.
Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Stella is... Kanika was here. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes you all with a sharp, fierce gaze. Yeah, it was a really easy write-off of just like, two dogs barking at each other, got it. But it was a subtle hint, definitely, I think. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze.
We were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Ark is still in town.
We'll have to see how you're feeling.
Kanika. I don't know why Kanika's not here. It's either that or Kanika got fucking, like, eradicated from memory. There's a plate there, though, which is why it's so fucking weird. Oh, Mitt's doing a bit. This is a bit that he's doing. Kanika did get fucking memory hold, I guess.
I can handle a movie, Doc.
Yay. Well, just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating what you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick.
If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends of...
Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain, wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves.
Oh, hey, you're here sooner than I expected. I hope dinner went okay.
Yeah, she's not in any of the flashbacks. She's been erased with prejudice. Interesting.
Oscar startles as the door swings open. Seems I made it just in time. Let's get the show on the road. I don't have all night. Wow.
This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain.
Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. I'm going for it. Wait, do you hear music? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. Stella?
There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the Resonant clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they?
The sins of the father
are about to be laid upon the children.
I don't think this feels too pointed to not be some kind of plot point for chapter 5.
Bullshit!
I hope I didn't come too late. It wants something, doesn't it? And I think I know which of you should volunteer.
You must be joking.
Let's just leave. Agreed. Sybil, you got in here. Can you get us out? Sybil sighs. Tabitha, are you sure you want to leave this business unfinished? Absolutely. This is not our problem. If you think it's the best course of action, yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. We're in a basement, even if all of your senses are telling you otherwise. Try closing your eyes and remembering where you are. I'm so sorry, Ark. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone else could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you there, Ark. You don't even notice yourself enter the guest room and falling into the bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. You open your eyes. It's a new day. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. A warm barnyard smell floods your senses as you stare down.
at the goat within. It stares back up at you from its place on the tiled floor, surrounded by dried herbs. Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin. Deputy Franklin, sir, she was gonna be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and my daddy did together. She's important to our family. The Scarlet Hollow police are spread pretty thin at the moment, young man. Any property disputes will have to wait, if indeed there is a dispute to be had. Are you sure it wasn't some animal that took your vegetable? Sir, you know Mr. Tremaine thinks that land belongs to him. He probably thought Big Betty was his to take. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know, he might be all the way to the state fair by now with our pumpkin. Ain't there something you can do about it?
I had a chat with the mayor yesterday. I heard you did too. I'm so glad you came. But I've never met anyone else who could hear them. You have no idea how long I thought I must have had some kind of insanity. I even thought at one point that it might have been the Lord himself talking to me through them. But they never had anything very insightful to say, so I was disavowed of that pretty early on. There have been some particularly nasty rats in the church lately, and she said some things have led me to believe she might be able to understand them.
A wall of bodies, picket signs, and megaphones in hand forms a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. Tabitha heaves a heavy sigh. Please, just forget you saw anything, okay? I can handle this on my own. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days.
Now on to business.
Sybil takes the cup from you, staring down thoughtfully at the sludge.
Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty. The hourglass ties it all together with a definite urgency. It's fair to assume that all this has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may be at very least able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy lurking in plain sight.
This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. Entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall.
His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting as you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it.
Whoa, are you okay?
You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it.
Enemies upstairs. Enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe.
As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls.
Grab my hand. I'll pull you out.
Leave us alone.
Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway.
Is this what you were so afraid of?
Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot.
You take a cautious step back from the doorway. Reese pushes his now massive form into the safe room, staring down at his mother.
Reese, I'm so sorry.
You sit on the log beside Stella.
Ark, how did you...
You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, out in the woods somewhere, blood-stained, and free. And then you think of nothing. It's time to continue your journey. Wake up. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind re-solidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. When it finally stops, you're startled by the sudden silence.
You bet.
And that is where we're going to end it. With two possums looking down at us in bleary eyes. This doesn't look like our bedroom. Unless we fell out of the bed. But it was like a canopy bed, from what I remember. Anyway. That was a hell of a thing. So, thank you all for joining me for this fun fucking game. Dustin and Dustin Mom. They are here. They are with us as we wake, and they will be the first thing we see next time. As always, I wanted to say thank you all for coming. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for the raid from Elfie earlier, if anyone's still around. The follow from Demo Love, I appreciate it. Yeah, they've used the same waking up angle multiple times, and this ain't it. So this is something different. So we'll figure out what's going on next week. I hope you all will join me as we continue to delve into this. I'm having a great time with this game. And I will upload the VOD in an hour or two, maybe, hopefully. So, Bridge, you got that. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I truly appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who chatted and hung out and watched that whole nightmare of a thing, participated in the silly little poll that I made while I was having a crisis of conscience. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your Thursday, everybody. And I hope you have a good evening or whatever it may be, the lovely rest of your week. See you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.